Okay, so back with the second video, and we need to hence find the probability that x is between 0 and 1. Well, if, x is between 0.5 and 1. So if I put my 0.5 there, what we're really looking at is what this area under the curve just here is. And that's going to be the sum of the probabilities. So, you know, we can just calculate that by doing the area under the curve, and I'm just going to use the calculator again. So I'm just going to change that there to a 0.5 and hit execute. 0.3542. So there we have it. That's literally all there is to it. It doesn't matter whether it's less than or equal to. We would still just type in 0.5, and same over here. And the reason for that again is because, well, the probability of it equaling one individual value is just nothing. So let's move on to the next part. Show that that is a probability density function and calculate that mess. Righto. So first things first, I'm going to see that the graph is always above the x-axis. So I'm just going to type in y equals 3e to the power of negative 3x, and I'm going to graph it. That's not particularly helpful, so I'm just going to change my x-min to 0, my max to 10. I should actually go back and finish writing the question properly. There we are. I should say just here where x is greater than or equal to 0. Alright, yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so yeah, so that's a probability density function. So we can see right away the graph is always above the x-axis, and we know that with the exponential function it's got an asymptote along the x-axis, so it can never really reach that. So we've satisfied that first condition, okay? Now, the next thing I need to actually calculate the integral. So I'm just going to bring up the integral, take this bit here, and I'll put that between 0 and infinity, and then we'll put that with respect to x, and the answer again is 1. You could show this by actually anti-differentiating. It's not a difficult one to do, and you know, I might even do that. So the integral between 0 and infinity of 3e to the negative 3x dx is equal to, now the negative 3 we divide by that, so we've got 3e to the negative 3x over negative 3 between 0 and infinity. So that is, the 3's just cancel each other out. So if with negative e to the negative 3x between 0 and infinity. Now, we haven't really worked with infinities before, we need to consider how this works. So if we sub the infinity in here, e to the negative infinity is going to be 1 over e to the power of infinity, which is essentially, well, 1 over a really massive number. And when we divide 1 by a massive number, it really just becomes 0. Minus, and then we sub the 0 in here, and we're going to get negative e to the power of 0. So 0 minus, or plus e to the 0 is just going to be equal to 1, remembering the index laws for that one. Now, again, a little bit short on time, but I'm just going to finish this up in the last video.